Good! Numbing! Hello YouTube and welcome back to more Star Rail. We're currently on the Xianzhou Luofu story arc. We've only really just made a start, but when we made our start, we also unlocked, where's my mission list? A bunch of other things. Opportunity Makes the Thief and 2 like character story quests that I said I was going to do on stream. This one I did start, and I at least like explain what I did, because I poked my head in, realised there was voice acting, and that it's technically a bigger quest, and went, alright, I'll do it on stream. So, to start it, we go into the History and Culture Museum, which is just back here, there's a little symbol for it. And we're told that an artifact has been stolen, and Payla is looking into it, and we're going to go meet Payla at the Great Mines. To show off the museum, if you just go talk to this lady. You can be let in, and in here is your museum. Yeah, that's funny, it was Robu's Honkai swim stream, yeah. So in here is this museum, and it was this has been stolen. It's now been shot as well, apparently, whoops. But you know, this has been stolen, so the quest is about trying to find out the origin of it. I also was already kind of aware that there was a museum of some description, because there's a trophy for having an object in every single slot in the museum. So, like, there's a whole bunch of areas we haven't been to yet, and there's a whole bunch of quests that have loot, that specific things in them that we haven't got yet. But equally, there's a lot of other things around here, so clearly I've already done a lot without even realising it. I still don't know my dad saying, what's her name? But I digress. So yeah, there is more stuff to do. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Then we'll go... I've got a quest for Saval, our rocker chick. So I thought I'm absolutely going to do that on stream. She's literally invited us to a afternoon tea date. So I'm like, I'm going. Do you mean Lucia? From DMC2? And then I've also got a quest from Hook. And this quest I know about because this one has a trophy tied to it. I don't know if this one does too. There is a trophy tied to doing something for Saval, so it might be that quest, but I haven't looked into it enough. There we go. But anyway, that is not what I wanted to check. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty much just gonna miss this entire event, the whole Atheum Wars. I know I've seen footage of it, and to be honest, I'm like outside of the story beats that are kind of cute. I'm not too fussed about missing it because it's you have to pick an enemy, and then that enemy becomes like your ally, and you have to use your ally for like combat sequences and whatnot. So it's like all of that. It's like it sounds kind of cool, but it sounds like discount Pokemon, and I'm like, I'm good, thanks. Crashed thanks to store exceptions. I say right before it crashed. Oh yeah, that's always like the saving grace. Like something in your sixth sense just happens to like help you out and save you before you get screwed. But yeah, let's head down to the mines. You're over there. Additionally, I'll warp first. I hit the next equilibrium in this game last night. Well, last night before I went to work. So all my characters are now level 60. And their equipment's level 60. Their relics, you can see, like, I've got one goal there. I am in a position where I can start getting 5-star relics now. So, like, I haven't had much room to grind, but I am starting to work on it so I can update people's equipment and make them all better. I can also level up Traces way further, but I'm going to hold off leveling up Traces a little bit because it's a lot of grinding. A lot of fucking grinding. This is, like 5 each and 4 of those things each, so that's... And then these leveled up require 6 and 7. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just going to take a while. And that's ignoring these. Which I can't even do with Xingliao because I need the... I need to finish the Luofu storyline. I don't because I want to look at my guide for guidance. Oh, fair enough. Trying to figure out what I did wrong. And so, yeah, with split tasks, I saved. Yeah. Oh, and for all... do you have a term for fucking Among Us fans? You Among Guys? I hope you guys are enjoying that new map that just came out. The Fungi map. Also, hey, Sealer. Ah, Hazel. Didn't expect you to be here. Don't tell me you've fallen in love with Bellabog. Well, it really is a great town. A small, small town like Bellabog would be beneath someone like you. What the fuck are you trying to say? Bellabog, the underworld's my home. The only place I've ever known. If I get the chance, I'd love to see the world out there, but definitely not right now. Alright. On the phone, you're talking to a bud of mine on X. Alright. People here need help. I have to stay with them and do my part. Get a chat? Yeah, I'm free at the moment. What do you want to talk about? You're not with Bronya? Staying all day cooped up in the ice castle? Spare me. I could never get used to that lifestyle. You know, yeah, I talk to Rome a lot. They're lovely. I have no idea how Bronya does it, pouring all of his documents every day, having to listen to all the idle chit-chat. I would have gone mad long ago. I prefer working outside. Besides, there's a lot of people I know in the underworld who need help. I've shared these thoughts with Bronya, and she's supportive. Of course, if she needs me, I'll be back in a snap. Yes, because you love her. Even she needs someone like me to help solve certain matters. We know our roles, and there's nothing to complain about. Get something out of the game. Yeah, and I was saying, like, I expect the next Atelier to probably be the remake of Ellie, but for me, my biggest hope is a Knights of Azure 3 still. How are things down in the underworld? Not good, but there are some signs of improvement. Also, see, like, I for some reason thought you were a little taller than this. I know Bronya's taller than you, because I've seen enough fan art of you getting picked up by Bronya to know that she's taller than you. But I thought you were a little taller than this. Like, you're kind of... I don't know if it's just because, like, our character's, like, slightly just on the taller end. Like, I mean, like, is it that we're tall, or is it that they're small? I know, like, in some exceptions, like, when it's Silver Wolf, it's that she's small. Matt and Oleg run around every day, helping to coordinate getting trade started again. Don't know anything about commerce, so I don't want to bother him. I carry it on the tall end. Fair enough. But the Vagrants, most of them on the right track as far as I know. But naturally there's a few ne'er-do-wells who are trying to line their pockets with ill-gotten gains. Teach this guy's a lesson, yada yada. Are you still working with Wildfire? Sure, since I was a child, helping Wildfire has been the most important thing in my life. I know that Wildfire was originally formed due to the absence of the Silvermane guards. If things are back to normal in the overall underworld, there's no need for the Wildfire. But if Nat thinks we still need a Wildfire, then who am I to disagree? Who am I to disagree? Which one? Oh, you mean the fight with Cacolia? Weirdly enough, I can't remember any details from that fight. I just remember you getting impaled by that woman's weapon and then miraculously getting straight up again. To be honest, I have no idea what was going on then, but it's incredible to think of you just coming back from the dead like that. That's right, I have the power. That wasn't any power of mine. No? Then how'd you do it? I'll stop it. Don't give me the fluff about aeons and paths again. I'm not interested. Save it for next time. It's good chatting with you. Alright, anyway, back to actual plot. I just didn't realise that she was going to be there. Stay on and say hi. Oh, fair enough. I prefer it that way. Like, I kind of like... I kind of like, not taller, but taller-ish protagonists. Like, making them, like, teen height and, like, 5'3". Sometimes I'm like, oh, come on. Yeah, you know? So you're supposed to be saving the world here. It's not that you can't do it, but... Holy shit, okay. Yeah.
So...
Hey, Paler.
I wonder how
I hope you didn't hear me just talking about small people. I enjoyed your story. Yeah, Eula's main story quest, I remember at the time thinking it was just alright. I said the thing with Eula, and the reason why I adore her as a character so much, it wasn't that quest, it was all the events that came afterwards, where she slowly but surely has grown out of her shell and found herself, and become more trusting towards the people around her, and basically dropped the whole vengeance act. Because that's all that is. That whole vengeance bullshit is literally her trying to get people to leave her alone. She's trying to come across threatening and trying to come across unapproachable. Because it's all she ever knows and it's what she believes she deserves. And going through all the events and whatnot, you start to see more of the natural side of her and more like the real side of her. More so around Amber, because even ignoring shipping, she genuinely really cares about Amber. Like, even ignoring ships and whatnot, like, there's a genuine friendship and, like, almost like sisterhood between those two. From the environment, so that's fair enough. The biggest one always being the 2.4 event, I want to say. 2.4, 2.5, the one in the mountains, where you all get caught in an avalanche at one point, and Eula uses her own body as a shield from the avalanche to protect Amber, and Amber still gets, like, a rock that hits her head and kind of, like, kerfuffles her a lot, but then for the rest of the ride, Eula's top priority is making sure Amber's safe. She genuinely deeply cares for that girl, even if she doesn't necessarily have the words for it. Even if it is a they're roommates kind of situation. Then your own story of exploration.
Back to the investigation. We contacted an agent from Wildfire. Apparently she has some first-hand intel. I think her name was... Sweta?
It's pronounced Sweater? Oh, I'm so sorry for her.
Let's go pay her a visit.
She probably got bullied a lot. Oh, there's Sweater sweating along again. You're like, come on, like...
What?
Yeah, I know there's still a lot of people that like the Lumi and Amber ship, but, like, the Amber Eula ships just become more popular as time's gone on, just because there's so much material for it. And it's almost entirely, like, even, like, let's say, ignoring relationships and ships, it's literally just because Eula genuinely thinks the world of Amber. She doesn't necessarily always say it, but it's visible in her actions. Her top priority is always Amber, no one else. And then they literally live together. That's confirmed. They share a flat. The two of them share a flat. Like, that's a canon thing, which, of course, for any shipper, it's just like, they live together? Okay. Like, for any shipper, that's just fuel to the fire. It's the same reason why, like, Mona and Fischl are shipped. They don't live together, but they canonically visit each other's house all the time. Mona goes around to Fischl's place a lot for food, because Mona can't always afford it herself. And so Fischl's used to, like, cooking, or her parents cooking for Mona, so the two of them are, like, besties. That's OG player here. Yeah, that logic. Well, for shippers, they don't need any logic. It's just, hey, these two girls are physically close to each other at all times because they live to each other. Perfect. You know, perfect for my shipping material. They are close to each other always.
Oh, it's you. Oh, I thought I'd been discovered. Let's try not to make a commotion. You never know who's listening.
That bad, huh? How many exhibit thieves are there?
A lot. I don't know if you're aware, miss, but any intel
there are a lot
that
of thieves?
makes money
Oh.
spreads like wildfire in the underworld. Travel between the overworld and the underworld has been open for some time. Not everyone down here can take advantage of that opportunity. The majority of underworlders have to stay here to feed their families. From what I hear, smuggling museum artifacts is a lucrative enterprise. If I wasn't working for Wildfire, I'd be tempted to get in on the cash myself.
I know, like, the logical question is how many people, or do you know who might be behind it? But I'm also kind of curious how much money you could make. How much can you make?
Getting any funny ideas, are you?
No.
I'll cut to the chase. Wildfire hasn't identified the ringleader yet, but I've heard some interesting rumors that might be helpful to you.
I'm all ears.
Firstly, the group in question has a very public presence. They post recruitment notices all over the street. If you can find a notice, you might be able to glean some clues from it. Secondly, they're rash and careless in their work. They've been seen carrying large crates of illicit goods around the mines and selling them out in the open, without even trying to hide anything from the miners. Thirdly, I heard there are children in the mines that might be involved. I haven't had the chance to look into it, but keep an eye out.
I see. Thanks for the intel. I'm sure it'll help us crack the case. Well, I'm going to head for the settlement and see if I can get more intel from the locals. In the meantime, do you think you could head out and look for more clues? We can compare notes when you're done. I'm counting on you.
I mean, I know you want to, like, get, like, your exhibit artifacts and whatnot, but forgive me if I'm slightly more concerned about the child laborers you were just talking about. Like, forgive me if, like, my priorities are slightly different from trying to stop money being made. Kid, you're not working in the mines, are you?
My daddy made a lot of money this month. He bought me lots of new clothes. Things you can't even find in the underworld.
You do not sound like a little girl.
Mosh. My daddy bought me a super rare present. He got me a model tram. Bet you haven't seen one of those before.
Neither of these kids sound like...
Sounds like their parents bought them expensive gifts recently. If people in the underworld want to get rich, what options do they have? This is noteworthy.
Man, Aether and Lumine's actors wish they got as many voice lines as the Star Rail mains do. Oh, we're out of the save zone. Wait, where the heck even... Oh, okay, yeah, out of the save zone by going down the tiny corridor between the save zones. Yeah, I'm really that worried. Was by Bob? I'll tell you who voices are after this little bit, because I can just check. Got a suspicious poster, that's something to do with the museum theft case. Recruiting temporary porters, mechanics, security. Flexible hours, excellent pay. If interested, get in touch. The content after please get in touch has been crudely scribbled over. There's more here than meets the eye. This could have simply ripped the poster down, why spare the effort? Maybe the organisation behind this poster wants people to know of the existence without giving too much away to Wildfire or the guards. Let's keep looking. Oh, where does it tell you? Rachel Chow. No. No. Barbara is voiced by Laura Strahl.
Just like me, the people of Belobog are also seeing the native sky of this planet for the first time. The seed of preservation has always been... This is our chance. Stay alert. Batter up. Take this. You're out. You've outstayed your welcome. Decisive strike. So this is defeat. Time to go on the offensive. Stay alert. Lance at the ready. I'm on guard. Don't lose momentum. To the finish. Fracture. Indestructible. Defend the weak. Not a scratch. I'm... okay. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
She sounds like she's having fun. I don't remember. Yeah, fair enough. These guys friends?
Beep, beep.
What are these two doing sneaking around?
Beep, beep. Alert, alert. Nosy person spotted.
Ayo.
Nosy person spotted. Beep, beep. Protect the goods. Protect the goods.
Protect our goods. Alright, guess we're fighting.
You'll pay for this.
Yeah. Time for an overhaul.
This battle is
Oh, well,
unavoidable.
like one? Can I actually check how much health they've got? Oh, it doesn't give me a number. I wanted to see if they were on like 1 HP. JP scene. But it's the same but the other way around. Like, I only recognize a very small selection of like Japanese voice cast names.
Empty.
But the English
These
cards, I know
crates
most
were
of them
probably
in
used
the
to
back of my
store
hand.
stolen items. Someone left robots to guard them. Looks like I'm too late. Let's look elsewhere. The 3 rumors Sweta talked about all check out. Time to meet back up with Pela.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like warn you in advance. When I get Sealer, the loose link of my party, as in like the person that that just won't fit as much anymore, is kind of Azel. So there's a very good chance, like after Friday when Sealer's banner re-rolls, Sealer will be leading. When it's plot, you always have to play as your main character anyway, so that's why it doesn't really bother me. It's why it didn't bother me in Genshin, because whenever it's plot, you become Lumine again. But I get, like, in most other RPGs, it's only really, like, Hoyoverse games I do this. In most other RPGs, I would always try and keep the main in the main party. Like, I'd never take Ryza off the party in a Ryza game. I'd never take Sophie off, etc. Like, I never took Cecil off the... Well, you couldn't really, but you know what I mean. I never took Cecil off the party in Final Fantasy IV. I'm pretty much always going to have Terra in the party when I eventually cover 6. Like, it's only really Hoyoverse games that I'll like end up being the exception, because I end up building my team and building my team composition more instead of worrying about fitting in the main character.
Oh good, you're back. Did you find any critical intel?
All 3 of the rumors Sweta mentioned are true.
I see. Looks like someone is getting the miners involved in this stealing after all. I made some progress too. The miners here said they've noticed some people acting strange recently.
And to be fair, thankfully in like 99% of RPGs, your main character is either a jack of all trades or in general just pretty damn good. So it's like in your favor to keep them in the party anyway. Into AR-50 is going to be a nightmare. It's not too bad. I say that as someone who's AR-60. Who's the maxed out. It's not too bad.
I asked the Silvermane guard station there to go investigate some places of interest. I hope they find something.
But in saying that, like when it takes a little while, but it's not like it will take all your life. You know, especially with how many more quests are available to you now. There's a lot more things to just kind of get you extra points to help build it up quicker. It'll probably still take a while, but still. Madam Hazel and Miss Pella, we found the lost media fragment. Really? Where is it? This seems too easy. It's in a room in the Ghost Grand Hotel. Looks like they've, like some forgetful thief left their most important loot here. We've got the area under control and we're waiting for you to come and check the stolen artifact. We'll come immediately. Don't make a big fuss and don't alert the other guards. Got it, Miss Pella.
What a stroke of luck. I didn't expect to get a break in the investigation so quickly.
It's okay.
Come on, let's go to the Gerda Grand Hotel.
Oh, Gerda. Sorry, I always call it
This
Go.
is some sort of cover-up operation.
Yeah, this sounds like some kind of cover-up operation, Payla. I was thinking this is a bit too suspicious. We start investigating and suddenly it's, we found one of the artifacts. Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to hide something, my guy. I say that my, I know your ranks just go up way quicker in this game, because I'm already ranked 41 in this. I want that plat, yep. The only thing is, like, there's a trophy on the trophy list, and when I saw it, I went, "You bastards!" Like, all the other trophies I've got left are tied to either doing the main quest or doing side quests now. With one exception. There is one trophy on Star Rail, and when I saw it, it says get to Equilibrium level 6, and I was like, you motherfuckers. Because, keep in mind, I'm rank 41, and my Equilibrium level is 3. So I like, oh yeah, I'm halfway. No. Level 4 is get to like rank 50, level 5 is get to rank 60, and level 6 is get to rank 70. I was just like, you motherfuckers. Thankfully, there's no trophy for hitting the max level of any character. That you don't have to reach max rotation, so like once I've reached that rank, I'm fine. So I've already got the level-based trophies, because the highest level-based trophy is hit level 60, which I did yesterday. Anyway, let's go to the Godel. Oh, there's another side quest there. Listen to Oleg and Sealer's conversation. Moi Quishel. Oh, the underground Godel. Interesting. There's another, that's a purples, that's a story, like character story quest. That's another main thing we'll be trying to do today.
getting late.
But in saying that, I'm rank
Routine
41 and I haven't even done much of like the second story arc. So I think it is just in general you level up way quicker in this game, which might just be them like, you know, learning from Genshin and just making it a bit quicker and smoother. Because as I've mentioned it before and I'll mention it again, I entirely understand the gimmick of adventure rank slash, you know, trailblazing rank slash whatever you want to call it. It's to stop absolutely everything being available at once and overwhelming newcomers. Because there are going to be a group of people that will come in, see like a million fucking quests and go, ah! I know I would be. I find it very off-putting when there's too much available at once in open world games. It's why I stopped playing Witcher 3. But I can also understand it being too slow for people, and when you're on the other end of it, when you're in your comfort zone and exploring, and it just feels like you're getting hard locked off shit. So this game being way quicker about it, like, it still makes it so things get, you know, unlocked in pieces, but it's quicker about making you get those pieces instead of just dropping everything on you. And additionally, because this game isn't like full open world like Genshin is, they already have other means of controlling how much progress is available to you at once. So I think it's more balanced anyway, so they don't need it to be as quick. They don't need it to be as slow. I can play as a Dendrololi in Genshin. No, do you mean a Nahida? Well, whenever Nahida gets a reroll, which will happen, everything at once. No, there are a lot of open world games, especially during like the Ubisoft era, where when they drop you in the overworld, they give you everything at once to do, and it is extremely overwhelming, at least for me, and I know it can be for other people. There is genuine benefit to, like, although making the world available, not putting every single fucking quest and collectible on the marker straight away, because otherwise you go, oh god, what is this map? You know? And making it that you have to do little things, like you have to do Earthing to unlock the next couple things, and then do a couple things to do the next counter Elder Scrolls. Yeah, counter, I don't like Elder Scrolls. Outside of Morrowind. And Morrowind, oh wait, doesn't drop everything on you at once. Morrowind you have to build up to unlocking more things to explore the map. Obviously, there's people that will love them regardless. There's always going to be people like that. There are people that love Witcher 3, and like I said, I found Witcher 3 extremely overwhelming. There are people that love Skyrim and think it's the best game ever made. And I entirely get it, but it was overwhelming, and I didn't want to keep playing it. So that's why I understand Hoyoverse taking the approach they did. I completely agree with the criticism that it's too slow, because it is. The adventure rank system is too slow. Once you're in your rhythm, and you're good to, like, explore, and you've got a feel for everything, you know what I mean? Like, you're completely in your groove. The fact that sometimes you're still quite a ways away from just unlocking the next thing is just like, come on. Like, I'm already on the move, whilst this game, it's never once felt like I'm having to grind or work to get anything. It feels like there's always something new, and I think a lot of it is down to the fact that my Trailblazer level goes up. Like, we would not be level 41 at this point if I was playing Genshin with this many hours, you know? I'd be, like, in the mid-20s at best, you know?
This must be the box. Let's open it.
Oh yeah, I know Morrowind is niche as fuck, because Morrowind was a PC exclusive that came out on Yester hardware, whilst Oblivion and Skyrim were multi-plat games, so had far more reach by default. Can't stomach Morrowind, that's fair enough. In fact, I know a lot of it is that I just legit just grew up with Morrowind. So for me, it's like, it's just what I was used to from when I was a kid. And it's just very much a comfort zone game for me. Whilst Oblivion was just everything that just everything that I didn't like about open world games condensed into one, and it just, I said it before, but I'll say it again, Oblivion put me off playing open world games for the better part of a decade. I didn't play anything open world, like, after Oblivion, because I had no interest. And I know some people think it's like one of the best games ever made, and to those people, I say, I'm happy for you, but for me, I was like, no. No, that game gets a hard pass.
Let's see. The color, the texture.
And that rumored remake of it actually does come out, and people like try to make me play it. I'm telling you right now, I will get my alternate account and play it on that, so it doesn't touch or contaminate my main account. Like, I don't want like one stray trophy of a game I know I'm never gonna play again on my main account, you know? Other than that, Skylink can get. What is Skywind? Briefing space. That's fair enough. What is Skyrim, just to change topic slightly? Because I don't know what that is. This investigation was too easy.
To be honest, I feel the same way.
Morrowind and Skyrim. Oh, it's a mod. Oh, okay. That's probably why I haven't heard of it then. I never keep up with the modding scene.
In any case,
Oh, that'd be interesting
now
then.
that we have the meteor fragment, the museum can now open to the public. That's good news. As for tracking down the thief, I'm afraid it'll be a long-term project. When the time comes, we may need your assistance again. Let's go. We need to take this item back to the museum where it belongs.
Not quite, actually. Oh, right. Pretty new game. Oh, so it's like they're using the I forget what the engine's called. I always call it the Oblivion engine because that was the first game it was used for. They're using that engine to recreate Morrowind. Correct. Yeah. It's the same reason why the current engine I'm just gonna call the Starfield engine a lot of the time because the new engine it was first used on Starfield. It's like when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, it's on the Starfield engine, you know, because the fact that they kept that engine going from Oblivion all the way to Fallout 76. It's like Jesus Christ that they made that engine go through the ringer. It went through like 2 whole console generations basically. Look great and feel great. I'm going to touch Starfield. Yeah, I have no personal interest in Starfield. When I first saw like the original trailer for it, it just looked like Fallout 4 but in space, and I don't like Fallout 4, so I was like, you know, I'll pass. I know people really like it, and people are really enjoying it, especially because like it's the first Bethesda game since like fucking Skyrim to actually feel like it's had love and care put into it, and I'm happy for people who are all for it and whatnot. I'm just not interested. I don't think outside of like their third parties, if Evil Within 3 ever comes around and whatnot, I don't think I'll ever touch another Bethesda game again. Like Bethesda's games and their practices and their style just isn't for me anymore, and it hasn't been for a while. Do you mean like Mick Gordon, all that shit? Because that's the case, and yeah, I get it. Well, I mean, I'd say that it wasn't Bethesda as a whole. It was one particular nitwit in Bethesda, but I get what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Speaking of, that is going to be an interesting talking point when I eventually get to Doom Eternal in my review. Well, in my reviews, because obviously I'm working through the Doom game slowly but surely. The DLC, both the DLCs were obviously not done by Mick Gordon in terms of music. They were done by 2 other composers. I forget the name of one of them, but the other one is Andrew Holschult, and that person I'll be trying to talk about a bit, because he's actually quite interesting in terms of like how he got into it, because he basically did like a bunch of fan mixes back in the very early days of like content creation. Like this is like talking before YouTube, like when the internet and people put videos. Andrew Holschult, and then don't worry, I'll explain. But he did like a lot of fan mixes back in the very early days of the internet. There was a mod for the original Doom on PC called Brutal Doom, where it made the game far deadlier and harder, but every single track was replaced with like heavy metal remixes. He did all of that. He worked on a bunch of fan games and like small projects. He then worked on Dusk, which is a game I really want to cover because Dusk is basically the true Quake 2. But then after that, he got hired to do official Quake music for the Quake multiplayer game, Quake Champions. But he always wanted to do at least a track with Doom. His original hope is that he wanted to collab a track with Mick Gordon. And unfortunately, that never happened because, you know, everything happened with Mick Gordon and Bethesda. But he always wanted to do a Doom soundtrack. So after that literally like grassroots origin, building his way up, he got hired to do the DLC music for Doom Eternal after Mick Gordon went and Bethesda went their separate ways. And I want to talk about that properly when I get to the review because I genuinely think that's really cool. Like, it's a silver lining in a terrible situation. Like, with everything happened to Mick Gordon, someone who's literally been dedicating his entire life to passion projects, getting the project that he always wanted to do is super cool. Yeah, Mick Gordon, after Doom Eternal, he's done some indie soundtracks, and he did Atomic Heart, that weird Russian-developed game with like the weird sexy robot ladies. But his original, like the thing that put Mick Gordon on the map, and like made him aware wasn't Doom, it was Killer Instinct back in 2013. Killer Instinct is getting the first update it's had in close to something like 7 years, and is planning to also get new content updates. So I also wouldn't be surprised if they reach out to Mick Gordon and say, hey, for old time's sake, do you want to do some new music for KI? Especially since the game's hit its 10th anniversary now. So we might hear more. And if you've never heard Killer Instinct Mick Gordon music, that is like primal Mick Gordon music. I know everyone loves his Doom music, but it's like if you want to hear it before he's at his peak, so it's more raw, that's the only way to put it, where it's like it's not as controlled as it is in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Listen to a couple tracks in Killer Instinct. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So, like, even if you don't care for fighting games, you don't need to. Some of them are so good. Inferno, I have that on my phone, like, because it's so fucking good. It's just 8 minutes of pure metal. Like, what more do you want?
The meteor fragment. It's so majestic.
Oh no, like, on like a technical level, no. Mick Gordon's always got better. So like the only thing they fear is you having an active chainsaw, lawnmower, and a choir made up entirely of heavy metal singers. Yeah, you're not going to top that sort of shit. But I'm talking back when he was in his early days and still working his way up the career. There are some tracks that have this rawness to them where like they're not as, the only way to put it is like not as professional as his later tracks are, where like he hasn't figured everything out yet, but because he hasn't, sometimes you get some wild tracks in KI that have a uniqueness to them that I just think are really fucking cool and have really stuck with me since. So grungy, some of them. Killer Instinct's soundtrack for the main game and Season 1 and 2, because he didn't do the music for Season 3 of Killer Instinct, because that was around the time he got hired to work on Doom, so he couldn't do both. And I completely understand Mick Gordon wanting to like commit to doing Doom soundtrack instead of like doing yet another season of a game that was technically on its way out at that point in terms of like budget and financing. Especially because some of the tracks in KI, there's a documentary about it. I know I'm going completely off topic at this point, but stick with me. Some of the music tracks in Killer Instinct, despite the fact they're absurdly good and really well polished, and some of them are like upwards of like 6 minutes long, you look at the documentary and learn that some of them were put together in the matter of a couple weeks because of the extremely stressful, constant deadlines that KI's development went through almost the entirety of its life, even after launch. Those guys crunched the shit out of that game post-launch. Like, there was always new content, always new characters, always new shit, and there was always new music by Mick Gordon. So it's like, some of those tracks are amazing, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean this was put together in 9 days? There's literally a track, and it's one of my favorite tracks in the game, and it was put together, written, sung, because it has lyrics in it, and like finished and ready to go for the ship in the game in the span of 9 days. And I'm like, you're insane, Mick Gordon. You're insane. Yeah, one man, if I remember at the end of this stream, remind me, and I will send you a couple, like, because I'm not expecting you to dig through all, like, 60-odd fucking tracks of Killer Instinct to find the ones I'm talking about. I'll send you 2 or 3 Killer Instinct Mick Gordon tracks, and I'll just let you hear them for yourself, so you can hear what I mean, where some of them, like, they might not be on the same level of quality as, like, what he did later, but it doesn't change the fact they're still really fucking good. And, like, Inferno especially, my god. On, like, around, like, the 5th minute or so, there's a guitar solo, and they do this really long build-up to it, where it gets, like, I know Mick Gordon's, like, the king of build-ups, but it does, like, a really long build-up to it, where it's, like, a lone, echoey bass guitar on its own, just going through with the wind, whilst in the background, these drums get, like, that super quiet, start getting louder and louder. Then you hear these echoes of, like, attacks hitting, because he used sound effects from the game in it, like building up, and like a call outs from the game, like round 1, or like combos and shit like that. And then when like eventually the vocals fade out, the bass goes, and it's just this little techno dun 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 dun, bam, and then it rips into the electric guitar for like the next 30 seconds straight. When I first heard it, the fucking goosebumps I got, because they keep that build up going for like a minute and a half, and then when they drop it, you're like, holy shit. and the electric guitar goes straight into another build-up, straight into another electric guitar solo, and you're like, holy, okay, they were cooking. And it's like, it's an 8-minute long track or something. You're like, oh my, like, it's my favorite fucking track in the game. Inferno is so good. Like, it's one of those tracks, like, you can't just, like, listen to the first minute and be like, no, it's alright. Like, no, you have to let it cook. You have to listen to the whole thing. Anyway, is this worth a lot?
The value of items housed here can't be measured in money alone.
And then, like, there's things like I'm Back to Rise, which is just, like, anytime I do any kind of workout routine, it's just my perfect, like, even though I don't go to the gym, it's, like, the gym song for me. Because the whole song's about, the whole song is about someone who's fallen apart in the past and made grave mistakes that they are forever judged for, now refinding their footing and refusing to let anyone else knock their stride. Which is why the song's called I'm Back to Rise. Because it's acknowledging the mistakes of the past and acknowledging the terrible things you've done, but choosing to stand firm in the new direction of life you found and not letting anyone sway you ever again. And so it's very inspiring, and when you're trying to do it, it's like a gym song. The idea of a song being all about finding your stride and not letting anyone sway you is it's perfect for a gym song. And it's also catchy as fuck. So I'll stop. I could talk all day about Killer Instinct songs. That's when I start my Doom 2016 review, there's going to be a dedicated chunk of me just talking about Mick Gordon and how much I love his music. Because Mick Gordon is genuinely my all-time favorite Western composer. I love his music so fucking much. He's never let me down. Whether it's like little indie projects he's on the side, whether it's his big guns, he's never let me down. His soundtracks are always sick as hell. So for me, for real. Alright.
Oh, by the way, the museum's previous manager resigned recently to pursue
14
his
left
dream
for the
of becoming
Kuro.
a
Well,
writer.
I know you said most of them are grindy, but what have you actually got left then if it's only 4?
Do you think you'd like to take up the post part-time? I promise you it won't be a boring job.
How's the compensation?
Museum manager, voted among the top 3 most highly desired careers after graduation in a Bellabog Academy poll. Needless to say, we offer a competitive package.
Am I getting hired to run a museum? It's nights in the museum free, guys. We got it.
The fact you're asking means you've got your heart set on it already, right? Great. Now that that's settled, let's go pay a visit to the museum lobby secretary, Eris. She's a talented worker and can tell you everything there is to know about museum matters.
Anyone remember those fucking films? Night in the Museum? Where like all the museum props came to life and whatnot and chased... I forget who the main actor was, but chased him around like all night and all that shit. Oh, fair enough. So just the grindies. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Eris, I'm your new boss.
Allow me to introduce you two. This is Eris, our secretary. And this is the savior of Bellabog from the Express. I'm sure you've heard her name many times already.
Wow, the subtitles did not match what Payla said at fucking all. Wow, those subtitles did not line up at all.
Oh, yes. I've heard so much about you. It's so nice to finally have the pleasure of meeting you.
You're very pretty.
Thank you. What a nice compliment.
In addition to her secretarial duties, Eris is also a student at the Bellabog College of Art. She's very knowledgeable about the museum's exhibits and their history. Eris, starting today, she is going to be our museum manager. Please keep her updated on matters relating to the opening and operation of the exhibits.
I did read that there are for this game, because it's literally on, I read it this morning because it's why I got it, and it's why I noticed it, is that there was a system notice that said there are certain localization and certain script writings in this game that's going to get updated in the next patch.
My pleasure, Miss
So
Kayla.
the subtitles might be more a little more
I'll keep
accurate in
up to
places
speed
from
on
the
every
voiceovers.
detail.
But I get it in some instances, like, I imagine it's the same with this game, but in Genshin, there's a lot of encouragement in Genshin for, like, actors of, like, all the languages to, like, here's, like, the core script, here's the core components, but you're allowed to ad-lib bits of it. to like put your own character into it. They openly encourage it, or like whether it's the Chinese, Japanese, or English, or Korean as well. If we forgot about that, dubs. They actively encourage like, here's the script and here's the core components, but you're allowed to ad lib a little in between. And like the biggest example of it is Arataki Ito in Genshin. That man is like 99% ad libbed, and I'm not even kidding. Like Mads Middleton ad libbed the shit out of that man. People to do that. The thing is, though, and I genuinely think it's a good thing because it makes it easier for the characters to feel more real. Although, like, the character writing can carry, and good character writing can always make characters believable. Don't get me wrong when I'm saying that. It's if you're just getting to be natural when you're voice acting something and getting to like have your own little input by just being yourself a bit more, it will make the role more convincing to a casual audience, compared to just rigidly following a script sometimes. I said, obviously, it depends on the script. Obviously, like, some writers are infinitely better at understanding how a conversation should flow than others. And so, obviously, there's going to be exceptions and blanks and missed pieces and whatnot. But I have always been in favor of what Hoyoverse's approach to it, of letting, like, here's the script and here's the core components, but you are allowed to ad-lib the in-betweens. Certain story beats, they don't allow it if they're too significant, but that's different. That's, like, if it's, like, a huge plot twist, for example, that they don't let ad-libs happen because it's a crucial plot moment. So you'll notice it more in, like, events or, like, side quests. You'll notice it more. Like, if there's voice acting in side quests, you'll notice it more in that sort of thing. That's what I was saying, like, it's like, if it's a good writing script, it doesn't matter. But it's like, but I also entirely understand both sides, and I'm genuinely in favor with Hoyoverse's approach. If it just helps filling the blanks sometimes, to just let it be more natural. I mean, heck, another good example, Final Fantasy 16. I know FF16 gets the lucky advantage of it was written in English first, but you know what they did when they did all the voice recordings? They put the characters in the same room. They put the actors in the same room. So if two actors were doing a scene together, they shared the room. So they would have banter because they were literally next to each other. So I know, like, they had the lucky advantage of, you know, it was written in English, so it was written in English first sort of thing, so they could voice it in English first, and they basically had more control in that sense of, like, the little in-betweens. But, like, that did so much but that did so much for that game's writing. Like, as much as I have my gripes with 16, I love the character writing in that game because it sounds so natural. And when you hear this, like, well, anytime there was a scene that two characters shared, they were both in the same room, in the same booth, so it was more natural because they were literally looking at each other. It's like, fuck yes. It's why Sid and Clive have so much fucking banter, because those two are best mates in real life anyway. They, like, Ralph and Ben are both, like best mates in real life. And so both of them just got to bounce off each other like old mates do anyway. Like, so it came across in the script. It felt natural as fuck. And I'd love for more games to do that. Like, if you've got a character with more scenes. Because, like, obviously, like, in Hoyoverse's case, Azel or Stell or whatever you want to call her, voice actress, we're doing her own lines, records her own bits, and then Payla will come in, voice her own bits. Eris comes in, voice her own bits, and then they just stitch them all together. You know? That's just good, yeah. So like sometimes it can sound natural, but sometimes it might not by default of how it's stitched together. You know, like, it depends how good the stitching, so to speak, is. Yeah, Meru. Yeah. But you know what I mean. So it's like, it can be a whole variety of approaches. But I got off topic again. This is becoming the stream of getting off topic.
Would you like to begin with the museum's workflows?
You bet I would.
Spirit. Let's get started then.
Oh, I actually have to manage this fucking place? Uh-oh. I thought this was just a quest. Hang on a minute. Do we not? Uh-oh. To revitalize the museum. So that trophy... Oh, no. The trophy for completely revitalizing the museum isn't a quest. It's... You have to max this out, don't you? Oh, shit. You and I are some of the best, yeah. And the management display. The museum's revitalization stage and obtained Revita score are shown here, okay? Management benefits are influenced by 3 parameters. The higher the museum is ranked, the more benefits it will bring in. To manage the museum, assistants must be appointed. You can trust Palo with managing the general hall. Can I? And then you save. And then you start. Oh! Is this like... Oh, what's it called? The thing from Yakuza. Well, it's not exactly the same, obviously, because we're not managing women. The Hostess Club, where it's like you manage people, people might get tired and you have to rearrange them, shit like that. Like, you have to put different assistants on different days and yada yada. Like, there might be, like, preferences for certain areas. Like, is it that kind of idea? Because if it's that, then I can do it. And then we get more funds to do more crazy shit. Do I only have payload? How do I hire people? Do I need to go outside? Ooh. Increase maximum attainable Revita score by 100. The tour duration goes on for longer. The educational value is higher. The visitor appeal goes higher. Interesting. It wants me to get this for the tutorial, I think. Yeah. But unlike the fucking Hostess Club, it's way quicker. You just click go and it says, alright, here's what you got. Oh, hey, new assistants. New volunteers come to apply for a position assistant. Here's their resume. Oh, do I have to pay them as well? Oh, what the fuck is this? So Amo has got good for time, but not good education, and he's not that... he's a little appealing. Elaine is very much a jack of all trades. And Serval's fanatic fan isn't good with time, isn't good with people, but man is he smart. So do I want someone who's good with time and people but isn't smart, or someone who's not good with time or people but is smart? And you know, I'll get the loving idiot. The Starfarer is so nice. They deserve gold stars. I heard that comment. Additional objective. Upgrade exterior to level 5 and complete 1 round of management. I'm not hiring the kid. What the fuck? What the fuck? What is it with Bellabog and child labor? Stop it. The melody's nice to this, though. I level up these. Is anyone new to hire? No. Unless I want to get Serval's fanatic fan. No, I'm good. Oh, Jesus. Why'd the price jump up so much? Oh, God. Oh, you can skip it as well. Awesome. But yeah, hell, Nahida. Yeah, Nahida's great. Oh, we can hire new people as well. What have we got? Gilbert. Oh, Gilbert's pretty good. And Leela. But they're way more expensive. Alright, Gilbert. Sorry, Elaine. You're not fired. I will find other means for you. What's guest assistance? Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. That's Natasha. Hey, that's Hook. That I think's Bronya. Advance the Thief mission. And I think that's Sealer. That's Clara. I think the robot will kill me if I hire Clara. That's Serval. I don't want to hire Sampo. I know that's Sampo. I know that look from anywhere. That's Japad. I can just say hire, like, oh my god. Ah, and these are the artifacts. These are the things I need for the trophy. Okay, so there's 5 of them. By completing additional optional objectives... Oh, actually, I say it, there's more than 5 of them, because there's 4 different halls at the bottom there. So these are the things I need to get for the trophy. Now get in for the hostel, no. Zero so we focus on MW3. Are you going to be doing MW3 online, or do you think you'll be doing the campaign? Out of curiosity. Because I haven't looked at the campaign at all. Like, because at some point, not anytime soon, but at some point, whenever they remaster the original MW3, and I do that campaign, I will open the door to doing the Reboot Trilogy's campaigns. On Veteran, like normal, like doing them on the hardest difficulty I can. Because I genuinely, even though they weren't popular streams, to be blunt, I really enjoyed doing them. They were a nice, like, kind of pace breaker to just do something a bit different. We'll do a couple more days, but eventually I need to leave because there's other quests I need to do. If I want to plan it. I imagine, like, MW1 and 2, the platinum would only be for the campaigns. Like, do it on the hardest difficulty, and then do, like, a miscellaneous in every mission. Ammo, you're getting replaced, because this Lilla is literally just better. There we go. This is fun. I can see myself getting, like, a little addicted. I'm worried about that accumulated Revita score at the bottom, though. I feel like that's going to cap me. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Just to make it so you can't just do it all at once. Poorly managed needs dramatic improvement. Peter seems to be looking for you in the general hall. Alright, nice. That's a cute minigame. Azel, Ares told me you managed the museum so well that it was as though you'd done it for years. I'm impressed. Previously we planned to only open the external area of the general hall to manage the costs. Now that we're doing so well, I think it's time to open the internal area to the public. Let's do it, manager. I hope the museum will be revived steadily with your help. Go ahead and talk to Ares. She will tell you how to manage multiple exhibition areas simultaneously. Keep up the good work. You can now unlock the interior. The development cost is 15k. I can see this being very addictive. I'm going to be blunt. I can see this getting very addictive. The Sumeria quest. Oh, I'm gonna warn you now, the Sumeru quest line is hella fucking long. It's 5 acts, and each act is like 3 to 4 hours long. It is hella fucking long. So, like, don't try and do it all at once, because you will burn out quick. Like, do it in chunks. It's 5 acts instead of 3, like Inazuma, and each one is like anywhere from 3 to 5 hours long. They are bulky as fuck. 350. Oh, fair enough. It is like my favorite storyline so far. Like, I want to say my favorite's Fontaine, but Fontaine's not done yet, so I don't want to speak too soon. But it is my favorite storyline so far because it's basically like Harvard University trying to build an Evangelion, to quote Maxor. But still, what's my Trailblazer profile? I go, oh, people have used my character, yay! God, there's people in here, it's not fucking empty. Alright, let's see what else.
Welcome.
Man, we got some fucking kid. Good. With any expedition area, put S condition, do 3 rounds. Okay. Ah. Yeah, and they can't do both. Got it. Now I see the problem. Now I see the problem. Oh, and this has its own leveling up as well. Got it. Oh, Jesus, hell no, that's way too high. There, I'll do that. No, that makes that unavailable. Nice, and they both get money in. Awesome. God, I got up to level 17. That's absurd. New recruits to be hired. Let's have a look. Peak Fursman. I'll get Fursman. It's only Serval's fanatic fan I really don't give a shit about, because come on. I'll do one more round, because otherwise I will just be here forever, because this is one of those side games where, like, as soon as this stream's done, I'll probably be playing it for the rest of the day. This is one of those side games where you just get lost in it a little bit, you know? Oh, we get the quest to go get that. Okay, got it. To go get the new painting, got it. Hey, old dude. Hi there. You're here to collect Bellerbog's landscape paintings, right? As you can see, 3 exhibits in the same category are still missing from the general hall, and it made by the great painter Rabini, a graduate of the Bellerbog College of Art. He is currently the icon of a nomadist school and the pinnacle of the city's art scene. Although he has promised to submit his commissions to me on time, I know him too well. He must have procrastinated till the last minute. He's working flat out something right now to complete his work. So I gotta pay him a visit to chase him up? No, I'm sure he won't be there. He hates doing work in isolation. If possible, he'll be painting outdoors. Let me check what paints are still missing. Task you with a trip to the outlying snow plains. I think it was his plan. He should be over there. I'll be on it. Great, off you go then. Alright, take this. You agreed to sell things in cash, so here's the money. Quirky temper. If you insist on not taking the payment, don't waste your time. Just keep it as a delivery fee for yourself. You gave us 10k? You're paying this man 10... I mean, I suppose if you're making a museum piece, you better pay well. But 10,000 credits? Jesus. God, I'd hate to run for a blizzard bare-legged. I can't think of anything worse. That must be freezing. That must be bitterly freezing. Let's pick of a character that's actually vaguely well wrapped up, even if her shoulders are exposed, which is probably still mighty cold in its own way. The footsteps echoes in the silent snowdrift. Just like a drifting snow phantom, you've come in the dead of winter. And so, you are... chasing up a painting payment? Uldan, what a delightful name. Nice to meet you. No. That wretched old man again. I told him. Soon. Soon, I'll finish it soon. Quit bugging me. You've got great timing. Just finished this landscape, a vista overlooking Balabog, and I'm going to call it Ray of Dawn. It's finished, but I can't believe there's something missing somewhere. What do you think of this painting? From the composition of the colour palette and the communication of motifs, you palette all the stops to offer up all the insight you can give. That's... perfect! That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You're really insightful about art. That kind of suggestion, this painting will be more dazzling than the Giramaro ores in the museum. Rubini hastily makes revisions to his painting based on your feedback. Oh my, you're right. Now this version of Ray of Dawn is a finished item. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you to an old man, all done right now. And then know that every delay of mine was worth it. He didn't mention anything about... Then I get to keep the fees, I suppose. He was like, oh, the money's mine then, I guess.
Feel free to have a look around.
You're pretty fast if you ever look, see. Ray of Dawn, very nice, it's a great name. Good work, and know where to hang it. Looks like this piece can now be put on display. Yay! We got the next one. The key to revitalizing the museum lies in finding the lost exhibits. Continue operations to keep finding clues. Exhibits can bring extra benefits and special boosts.
Welcome!
So we need a cannon, a fucking that thing, and a wall. And what about in the general interior? There's another 4 things. Got it. I'm going to leave this for now, because we'll be here for an eternity otherwise. That is not what I clicked. Please. I am aiming at missions. There we go. Let's go say hi to our favourite rock chick. But now I know what I'll be doing in my spare time on this game when I'm not grinding. When I'm not looking for artifacts and whatnot. Museuming a lot. And we've still got... So we've got another quest as well to pick up down in Boulder Town.
So, this friend of mine...
Oh, Serval. Oh, Serval, I'm here for my tea date. Where are you? Oh, there she is, looking all glamorous.
Weather's pretty nice, huh?
Where did they get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up.
Never say no to an afternoon tea.
Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
I'll help myself to the tea then.
Don't drink too much, or you won't be able to sleep tonight. Anyway, about the something I needed your help with.
Already sounds dangerous, bye. No need for the formalities, let's hear it.
Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hong came here on that train. The Astral Express, right? I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Do you... Wait, Serval, do you want to join the party? Like, canonically? Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
Well, it's just... The dust has settled now. The Stellaron problem has been resolved, and... Cacolia... Forget it. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small.
I get it. You want to spread your wings. You've realized there's an opportunity for you to maybe go travel the stars, and you want to take it. I get it.
Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Belobog after a few years, right?
Well, welcome aboard.
Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that?
I'll still have to ask the others for their input first.
I understand. I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance.
Not a problem, just leave it to me.
I knew
Oh, we actually gonna like kind of like half recruit her in. That'd be cute.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Or Pom Pom. Who's the best one to ask?
Himiko?
Let's send a message to Himiko.
Miss Himiko, I have a question. Ask away, Hazel. Does the Express welcome new members? New members, of course. As long as they're willing to travel with us, the Express doors will always be open. But I'd like to know more about your friend. In that your experience. What kind of person are they? She's uninhibited. She's a rock star with an uninhibited personality. Sounds like a hobby young people would like. Maybe the Express will become livelier now. What I'm saying is, I agree with letting your friend on the Express. Ask her to take her time packing her stuff. Our Express will always welcome new passengers. Thank you, Himiko. Thank you for your time, Miss Himiko. Don't worry about it. If any other issues along the way, feel free to let me know. Cool. Slices of life before the furnace. I've got a feeling, considering like the quest just started, that it's not going to be that simple. Something that's going to happen. It's going to remember, like, make her remember the things she loves here, and that she'll end up like declining or something. But we can at least find out. It'd be cool if she does join, though. That'd be another thing that like Genshin never does that I've always wanted, which is, you know, new party members just joining. I think the biggest time I noticed it is that Kazuha, or Kadahara Kazuha, in Inazuma's story arc, I was like, he's a wandering traveler afterwards. Why doesn't he just join your fucking party canonically? And the other one is Shenhe, like from the extra story that you do in Liyue. where it's like she's literally trying to discover where she is in the world afterwards and is trying to find out the paths of her future. It's like, that's a perfect excuse to have her join your goddamn party. Come on. Oh, is it Japar that's going to say, no, you can't go?
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
Is this a bad time?
Oh, no, not at all. I could do with a hand, actually.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it.
I'm not taking sides. I don't even know what the deal is.
That's just it. There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards, but Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you can contribute to the rejuvenation
There it is. That's
of
why she's not
Belobog.
going to actually join the party.
So
I knew it. There it is. She's going to end up working for Bronya. Like, this whole quest is going to be her, like, getting eventually convinced.
In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry. I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval.
Was Bronya caught off guard by her desire to join the Astral Express?
Join the Express? I see. No wonder she seems
Oh,
so
you didn't know,
flustered.
Japard. Whoops.
So, that's what's on her mind. Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research, but her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
Maybe she just wants to see the outside world.
I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing.
I thought they became enemies a long time ago.
That's true, but never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort.
Oh, Japar, you're such a worrying brother. Oh, and the shop assistant is having to stay here because Serval's fucking gone. Yep, let's head over to... Oh, Japar's over there. Fine, I'll go there. I was going to enter from this side, but no. Also, I've seen it. That major boss fight you do with Cocolia at the end of the main story arc. If you have Japard in your party during it, he kind of like deletes the challenge because he can put up an immunity to ice, and you just survive everything.
Talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
All right, brace ourselves.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother... Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds, but there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things.
That's a guitar? What the That's what constitutes a guitar?
She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia... You...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Branya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Branya.
Okay, so no shouting match, good.
I assume you heard our conversation just now.
Maybe a little.
I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klopoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
I like the little melody that's playing now. It almost sounds like she's messing with the guitar. Cody, you like rock and roll too?
If she did, I never knew about it.
Oh, never mind. Do you think it's that guy on the bench just behind us that's playing, that we're listening to?
The story behind this guitar. It'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name, the Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short.
Did they, through their own terminology, explain how electric guitars exist in Star Rail's universe? Did they make up their own terms to make electric guitars canon to Star Rail universe? Because that's kind of fucking funny. Wait, you sure you didn't come up with that name?
Don't believe me? Let me tell you, Cocolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? Huh? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Yeah, I think he's actually playing Serval's character theme from the character trailers.
Noise.
Anyways, move. And of course, as soon as we come away, that's the backing track for Wildfire. Yeah, especially that bass line bit, like after the first round of the chorus, where it goes.
Now, what am I gonna call this new song?
What should we do now?
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse?
That's me and my sister. That's me and my sister. So, Sophie will go, oh, can you help me out with this? And I'll go, no. She'll go, oh, can you just get us for me? It's right over there. And I go, yeah, you're right, it is right over there. Close enough for you to get up and fucking get it. She'll be downstairs and she'll text me upstairs going, oh, there's something in my room, can you just get it and bring it downstairs for me? And I'm like, can't you just come up and get it? That's literally me and my sister. That's hilarious.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Help Saval pack her things. Saval, can we hear more about this guitar now?
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Kokolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Kokolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything.
Saval, without meaning to pry too much, it's starting to sound like you were pretty fucking damn close with Kokolia. No wonder you've got mixed feelings about this whole thing now she's dead. Because I think you were more than just friends before the inevitable argument and fallout that happened when Kokolia started falling more and more under the influence of the Stellarum.
We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive.
Correct, Serval. But I think that might actually have been a legit thing. I think that's what they're trying to imply here. Like, these two literally lived in each other's pockets, so to speak, for forever. And then they had that big falling out argument, and before things could get repaired, well, everything happened, and now Kokolia's dead. Which would then explain why Serval so desperately wants to just leave here right now. You know, because this is just like, it's always going to have that twinge of like love lost here. So she wants to leave and almost like start fresh.
And that's the only Kokolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back. Even for a second, she put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
Yeah, because Serval sounds heartbroken here when she feels that she just got pushed to the side. You didn't do anything wrong, Serval.
You know, but that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
It's like, are you okay, Serval? I don't think you are. What's in this case, Serval?
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken, though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me, But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Here we go again.
Sure.
You don't have to do everything she tells you.
Japard's like, please stop saying yes.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is...
Is it going to be the usual puzzle?
You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Maybe we shouldn't let you join the entrance. No, sure, have a look.
You were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Yeah, that sounds like something a brother would say about his sister. That's like I'm pretty sure I've said that to my brother-in-law at least once.
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance.
I think I've seen the clippings before.
700-year-old newspaper clippings? That seems a little unlikely.
Alright, Japad.
I take that with a grain of salt. Even if they do exist, odds are she lost them.
The clippings aren't the point. What I'm trying to say to you is that we have a lot of talent in the Landau family.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
So Val, what's this on the desk?
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished writing it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it.
Oh, that one didn't lead to an extensive story this time, huh? So Val, what kind of plant is this?
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's Palm. And Little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Yeah, I know who Lynx is. I'll be completely honest. When I first saw Lynx, I was like, "Oh, look at that little boy. He's kind of alright." And then he went, "Oh no, it's a girl." I was like, "Oh, whoops!" Like, I had like the reverse Venti problem.
Yes.
She looks kind of
Snowman's
boyish.
Palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder. That should be everything. Now, what am I gonna... Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Japard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in
Japal, just
Melobog who
admit
knows
you're gonna
how to
miss your
respect
sister.
them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane guards will face less resistance if you come with us.
Of course, maybe just send me a message in advance.
Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. Oh, I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Oh, okay, and we'll have to come back to this quest to see where it comes at, to see where it goes ahead to later. Which means we can go past the Hook. I'll say that, we can go past the Hook, or we can... go to this and talk to Seela. Let's go talk to Seela first. The kid can wait.
It's been cursed.
It's getting late.
Oh, Japal's already messaged me. Hey Zol, we're preparing to set off. Just meet the overworld cable car in a bit. So sudden? It's not urgent, so I have to head back to the military lines first. I'm guessing Saval just left home. If you arrive before us, you'll have to wait for a while. Anyway, see you later. Yeah, and that's to continue it. Alright. Wait, what's our reward? Frozen March. Let's pick this up first. We'll circle around. There's a very good chance we're not going to advance the main plot at all this stream, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
He's defending his championship title.
Ugh, nah, I'll pass. It's not like anyone else has a chance with him around.
You're right about that. I get it if you don't want to join in the fun. It's all the same after a while. Ah, what a rare moment of rest. Maybe I should find a spot to stretch my legs a bit too.
Zila and Oleg. I wonder what they're talking about. I'll go ask them.
Hey, isn't that the Trailblazer? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How you doing?
Hey, how have your travels been? Thanks to you, things are pretty peaceful around here. The chief and I are getting restless.
Silly girl. Just a few days of hard-earned rest and you're already making it sound like jail time.
Kind of missing Boulder Town's homely feeling.
Homie? Oh, sheesh. You must have gone through a lot since leaving here.
Sounds like our rustic and friendly community left a good impression on the visitors.
What's who are you chatting about?
Oh, you heard us. We were talking about my student Luca. Oh, you probably haven't met him yet. In short, he's a top-tier fighter in the underworld. He was also doing work for Wildfire before, just not in this town. Oh, right. She hasn't seen Luca defend his championship title before, right? Zila, why don't you take our hero and swing by the fight club to show her the match? What? You don't want to?
No, it's just... I'm worried Luca might do something stupid again.
Again?
Oh, I remember now. Luca was defending his title
and she
once,
challenged.
and Zila was watching in the audience. The opponent for that fight was too weak. They went down with just a few punches. I don't know what got into Luca after that, but he said out loud that he wanted Zila to come up and fight him right there and then.
Why don't we stop there, Chief? I'd rather not relive the moment.
Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, that's what Luca's like. He forgets about himself once he's in the mood. But I trust Luca not to make the same mistake again. So, back to the original suggestion. Are you good to take her to the fight club, Zila?
Ugh, fine. I'll take you there.
That's more like it. The more friends, the merrier. I hope you can get along with my favorite student.
Why does Luca always come sneaking back into town like this? I haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's grown up a bit since then.
Wait, what was Luca again? Hang on a minute. I think I have Luca, so I can check. Oh, that's Lynx. That's the last of the Landau siblings. Oh, I don't have Luca. Okay, it's the data bank. Oh, he looks like a hothead. Oh, he's also Nihility? Oh, he's in the same faction as fucking Sampo. So he's a debuffer. Oh no, Fight Club is this way. Oh. Oh no, that's main plot. I was like, oh, so that's not where we are. No, that was the main plot was pulling us over there. This is where we need to be. Jesus. They came auto recorrected back over there. It's like, hey, you want to go do main plot now, right? No, it's probably going to be next stream at this rate.
That's it. I give up.
Friends of the I mean, friends of Bellabog. The champion of the
Yeah, this is something so used to the past 20 years.
King Challenge, 30 tournaments, 28 victories. The Boulder King of Fists, Luca.
He looks like the protagonist of like some anime. He looks like a teen protagonist hero who thinks he's hot shit. I don't know why he has a belt buckle around his neck, but whatever.
Looks like it's over already.
Hey, Zila! And, you are?
Look at Seela. Hazel, pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I forgot to introduce her. This is the Trailblazer. You must have heard of her before.
Were you here just to see my fight? Well, I'm flattered. I just want a little fight in a cage. What you did was much bigger than that.
Luca! Luca! Luca!
Ugh, the crowd never gets tired, do they?
Do you want to head outside? It's a bit loud for talking in here. See you next time, everyone. There are sparks yet to fly.
Is that your catchphrase? Oh boy. He's got a catchphrase.
Finally. I think we lost them. Let's chat here.
You're popular as ever, champion.
Oh, are you still angry at me over that one time, Zila? I just got a bit carried away.
So you two had a fight?
Of course not. 2 senior members of Wildfire duking it out in the fight club? That would be bad form.
The mood was on fire that day, but the final match was over in just a few swings. Everyone wanted more. So in the heat of the moment, I just... Oh, come on. Don't hold that against me, Zila. I've always been impressed by you. I've wanted to spar with you for ages.
Ugh, I don't fight for fun. Stop getting your hopes up. Anyway, now that you've dragged us out here, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. So I'm trying to get a plan going.
Anything to do with me?
Not really. It's my personal training plan. I want you to join me in witnessing the next steps in the development of Luca, the Boulder Town fighting champion.
Whoa, hold your horses. Chief Oleg wanted us to come and cheer for you. He didn't say anything about becoming your sparring partners. We haven't got the time.
You can't hide anything on that face of yours. Oleg already told me that things in the underworld are pretty peaceful now. And even Wildfire's running out of things to do. Besides, look at this gal! You want in, right?
Look at this gal! Plenty of time, I guess.
I knew it.
Ugh, there's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. Since she agreed, count me in too.
Great, that's settled then. The training is on Svarog's turf. I heard about your achievements. You probably know that place like the back of your hand, right? Just let me know when you're ready, and we can head over together.
Talk to Luca and start his fucking trial. Sela, what do you think of all this?
I have a bad feeling about this. Luca always does things on the spur of the moment.
He does seem very passionate.
Too passionate. Either way, it's classic Luca. I'm used to it by now. Still, when it comes to fighting on the front lines, you can put your life in his hands. There's a dozen of us in Wildfire who are still in his debt, not to mention ordinary underworlders. Ugh, that's a story for another day. I have no idea what he's up to this time. Ugh, we'll just have to wait and see.
How about it? Are you ready to head out for the special training?
Let's go.
Fast. Let's do it. Keep up, Zila. Don't fall behind.
I don't need you to remind me. Let's go.
Oh, it's actually like a combat challenge. Oh. Oh, I don't want to use him. No, get the fuck out of here. Oh. I don't want to use him.
This is Svarog's turf. Where to now?
Don't worry, just follow me. We need to find a mechanic called Cassidy first. I've hit him up before. This way.
Oh, I like the fucking super fist you got going on here, bro. Oh, dude, he's the protagonist of his own anime. No, we're having to play as him.
Waiting for you for ages.
Relax, bro. I'm a man of my word. No need to stress out.
And these two are... Oh! Miss Zila! To think that two senior Wildfire members are concerned with my trivial problems.
They just came along to help. Don't mind them. Just tell us exactly what happened.
Came along to help, huh?
Okay. This may sound strange, but I'm an amateur mechanic. I like collecting scrap in my free time, doing odd jobs, like putting robots together, that sort of thing. But a few days ago, two of my robots suddenly disappeared. They were my pride and joy. I usually leave them in the tent when I head out. Everyone in the settlement knows each other. This has never happened before. Someone must have set their sights on my robots and stolen them while I was gone. I just don't know how they managed it. Did they change the programming? Oh, but that's not possible.
Why isn't that possible?
It's not impossible. I just don't think there's anyone in the settlement capable of something like that.
I see. Two robots. Do you have any clues? Any reasonable guesses? We need to have an opening to start the investigation.
Not really. But here's the most mysterious part of all this. One of the machines they stole was a drone. I call it Little Faye. Little Faye has an alarm that buzzes non-stop as soon as any unauthorized people get close. It's guaranteed to wake up the entire settlement. But I didn't hear Little Faye's alarm at all. I still can't figure out how that happened.
Maybe there's a true robotics master in the settlement.
Trust me, I know the people here. It's extremely unlikely.
A drone that was supposed to sound an alarm suddenly went silent. Worth remembering. Anything else?
Let me think. Oh, there is one other thing, but I don't know if it's useful. Little Faye also has a tracker. If it gets too far from Big Ben... Big Ben is the name of the other robot. If there's too much distance between them, Little Faye will automatically start routing and fly to Big Ben's location. That's all, I suppose. I tried to find clues myself, but I don't know where to start. This job needs real professionals.
Mm-hmm. Cool, we've got this. Don't worry, bro. We promise we'll find your robots.
Hey, how can you be so sure?
Trust me, Zila. Don't worry, Cassidy. Wildfire's on the case. You just rest up here and don't let this ruin your day.
What was that all about? You're 100% certain we're gonna find those robots for him?
Slow down, Zila. Listen to my analysis first. It's a big job to steal 2 robots without anyone noticing, especially when one of them has an alarm. I'm guessing that our thief friend never even took Little Faye.
You mean...
I think the thief knew that Little Faye had an alarm, so they decided to break it. But they also knew that Cassidy could fix Little Faye and use its tracker function to find Big Ben. The thief must have tossed the broken drone somewhere and only made off with Big Ben. Hey, why are you both looking at me like that? Say something.
Because I think he didn't break Little Faye, I think he just took Big Ben. Well, hold up, that sounds sus. You didn't do it, did you?
So, you agree with my reasoning, right?
So, you do have a brain somewhere in all that muscle.
I'm not just biceps and steel, you know. Well, if you all agree with what I said, let's go prove it. Missing drones are a bit of a regular occurrence down here. Come on, move those legs.
Luca, do you often find stuff for other people?
Seems like it. Kids always come to me when they lose stuff.
No wonder.
Man, this area is so run down. I wouldn't want to live here.
The people living here don't want to either. But they've got no other choice.
We can change that, right?
I'm letting the dialogue go. I'm letting the dialogue go
Yeah.
through.
Oh, look! There's a drone over there! But how can we tell if it's the one Cassidy lost?
Here, look. Someone deliberately scratched off the paintwork. Didn't even do a good job of it.
Oh, you're right. You've got a good eye, Zila. Whoever did it must have been in a hurry. We need to fix this little guy up. Can you lend a hand?
Oh, is it that mini game again? Yeah, of course. There we go.
Done! The little one can fly again.
Bing! Little Faye, re-initialization complete!
We really found it. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
Scanning for signal from Big Ben.
Oh, listen. That must be the tracking system Cassidy mentioned.
Signal not found. Big Ben is currently too far away from this unit. Tracking function must be enabled.
It really does have a tracking function. Let's see how useful it is. Hey! It's flying away! Follow it!
Look. That fellow over there is acting pretty shifty. Hey, friend!
What? Who's there? A red ribbon? Wildfire? Huh? How did you... I'm doing just fine. No monsters around here. Why don't you, go bother someone else?
Shying away from honest work, indulging in petty crime. Of course you're doing just fine.
I'm not sure this falls under petty crime, Zila. That whole robot he's got next to him. It's Big Ben, all right.
Hold on a second. Who told you the name of this robot? Don't tell me it's...
That's right. Cassidy sent us here. Hand over what you stole, or be prepared to face the fist of a champion.
Fists of a champion, huh? I've come this far. I won't be able to show my face around here if news gets out. Do your worst. Big Ben, let's get him.
Going all the way, huh? Enough talk then. Luca, let's get him.
Both of them said the same sentence, but just at each other. That guy went, "This Big Ben, let's get them." Cena went, "Luca, let's get them." They said the same fucking thing, basically.
Small fry. Don't get cocky.
Oh, you're not fire? Oh. I just assumed. Look at, like, can you blame me? Look at him. He's just physical.
I can't turn back now.
The punches he's got guts. Time to end this. Step out of it.
And he inflicts bleed.
You won't get away.
Spare me! Please! All of you! I shouldn't have stolen anything! I admit! Give me a second chance!
You're admitting defeat? What happened to all that bravado you had a few moments ago? The Multimerville warrior. The peerless Boulder champion! Upholding justice and peace once again!
Just those two in the background, just fucking silent. They gave each other like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Our thieving friend surrendered, and Big Ben looks to be in one piece. The first step of the champion's training is complete. Huh? Why are you two so straight-faced? Can't you look a little happy?
The Multimerville warrior.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What was all that supposed to be?
No, that... Nothing, just a slogan. Don't take it too seriously. Let's get Big Ben back to Cassidy.
Fine. Let's finish up here. But I'm gonna put it out there. We're not gonna forget those lines of yours anytime soon.
Beep boop. Big Ben misses home.
Big Ben misses home.
Little Faye. Big Ben wants to play with Cassidy.
Come on, let's go home.
Go home.
I mean, seriously though, look at this guy's design. I was like, oh, like he's got the burning cracks, he's got like the flame fist symbol, and like his like leather leg. He's got this robot arm thing that's got like fire marks on it. His coat's like fire. The strand's got a fire mark on it. He's a fire character. No, he's physical.
Beep boop. Cassidy. Little Faye. Cassidy.
I don't know how I can ever thank you, Luca, Sila, and Miss Outsider. My life can finally get back on track now.
See? I kept my word, right? Wildfire's senior members always deliver what we promise.
I've never doubted you, Luca. I'll remember this forever. Right? Time to take little Faye and Big Ben for a systems check. Until next time.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll catch up later. Ah, that felt great. Such a wholesome feeling to help other people, don't you think?
To be honest, I think you could have handled it yourself. You said this was the first step, right? So, just how many steps does your training have exactly?
3. Just 3 steps. Trust me, it won't take too much of your time.
Where to next? I thirst for battle!
I like your spirit. Shame I didn't run into you sooner. Let's go. Next, we're gonna clear up all the Fragmentum cronies still left in this settlement.
Huh? Fragmentum? But the settlement...
wasn't affected by Fragmentum, right? You're not wrong. The fissure here only recently opened up. Master Oleg got the intel from our network just yesterday. I asked him to leave this case to me. Perfect for the second step of our training, right?
Ugh, like master, like student. I admire your attitude. In any case, if this concerns the Fragmentum, then there's no time to lose. Where are the monsters? Lead the way.
Way ahead of you. Follow me.
Luca, come clean with me. Are you here for some other reason?
It's just training, for real. It's not like you to be
For
so
real?
suspicious, Seela.
I think she's...
How did you settle your beef with Svarog? Tell me the
There it
juicy
is.
details.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's the real reason?
Ugh, it's a long story. I'll tell you later.
Oh yeah, I see him.
There's so many of them. Are you sure the fissure only recently opened up?
Our intel should have been accurate. Seems like Boss Svarog must have let his guard down. These guys are messing up his turf.
Enough talk. Let's clean up this area.
You won't get away.
Give
Alright, the area's been mostly cleaned up. Bonk.
I have something for you. You won't get away. I have something for you.
This battle is...
That's cool that he gets a unique special physical attack when his bar's filled up.
You won't get away.
Give up. Yeah.
You know, I'm curious enough. I want to see what his special is. Coup de grace. Let's have a... Gee, the fact that he's got the rocket fizz ready? Gee, I wonder. Let's have a look.
Opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
Oh, that one's kind of... that's kind of an underwhelming super. I know he's only a 4-star, but come on. That was kind of underwhelming. He just punches them. His attack is just punch them harder to inflict bleed, or punch them even harder and inflict weakness. That's literally his whole shtick. It's just punch shit.
The punches decide.
Literally, if the punches decide. Yeah, I got you the first time, you fucking maniac.
You won't get away. You can't kill. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
He's literally Falcon! Punch! And that's his entire gimmick. He has nothing else to him. He's just go in, punch it, leave. I hope there's a... I know like the Hoyoverse games don't get modded that much because of it all being all connected to a server. But I hope someone mods it in so when Luca does his super, he just goes Falcon! And then when he hits, goes Punch!
So this guy is the source of it all, right? If we take him out, the fragmentum activity in this area should subside for a while. And Trial 2 will be complete.
That's right. What's up? Starting to get into it, Seela?
It's been too long since I had a good workout. This will be a nice warm-up.
All right. We'll charge in once you're ready.
Which is now, apparently.
Just getting started. Yeah.
You'll pay for this.
Time for an overhaul. Tedious. You won't get away.
Don't get cocky.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
Nearly there. It's not gonna last much longer.
I'll deal the final blow. Small fry.
Alright, wanna do the final blow so hard? Go for it.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Falcon punch
Where's
it.
the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
You won't get away.
It's not dead, you fucking...
There's always...
Oh, bring a gun to a knife fight. I want to see what that one is.
Woo, that was a tough one. Good teamwork, guys. Luca, is that everything?
The Multamerville warrior, the peerless boulder champion, defeater of evil throughout the world.
You are a loser.
Are you okay?
Is this some kind of performance art?
Why are you so hyped? What's going on?
It's just a normal victory celebration. Don't need to be so alarmed.
You call that normal? I might have let it slide if it was in the cage. On second thought, no. That was cringe even by Fight Club standards.
Dude, you just got called cringe. Dude, you just got called cringe. Dude, you're not surviving this one. You're not surviving this one at all, man.
Don't get so worked up, Zila. I'm thinking clearly. Plus, didn't we just get rid of another major threat to the underworld?
True, but quit changing the subject. This new routine of yours is just...
Don't worry. I promise you, it'll only last till the end of my training. Actually, have I been making too many promises today? That's not a good habit. Anyway, there's only one more step in my training plan. Come on, guys, help me wrap it up.
I guess we're in too deep. Better let it run its course. So tell us, what else is on the schedule?
The final step in this training is to challenge Boss Svarog.
Nice! No, oh boy.
Sure you're thinking clearly?
Whoa, stay cool, Zila. Like I said, I'm thinking clearly. Every word I said is serious. I set this as the final goal of my training a few days ago. Think about it. Is there any underworld opponent worth challenging more than Boss Svarog?
Oh no, I can't agree to this. You're asking for trouble. Forget about winning or losing. The relationship between Wildfire and Svarog only just got patched up.
I'm not gonna rile him up. Don't make this more complicated than it is. I'm just inviting him to have a fair fight with me, like how you'd have in the cage.
Are you mad? Svarog is a robot. He doesn't understand the rules of the cage. He's different from us. His fists are made of steel.
That means we're evenly matched, right?
You know what I mean. Don't act smart with me. You don't make any sense.
I understand what you're saying, Zila. But you know, I'm a fighter. It's my duty to keep training and get stronger. It's a terrible feeling to have a powerful opponent in your head, but never be able to get close to him. It's all thanks to your patching things up with Svarog that I'm able to have this opportunity now. I'm not gonna miss it for the world.
Svarog might go easier because we're here.
All right, fine. We'll go find Svarog and have a nice chat with him. Let me say this first. If he doesn't want to deal with you as a challenger, then we're getting out of there ASAP.
Don't worry, I'll convince him. But you're right. If he's not in the mood for it, then I won't force him. I haven't really worked with Boss Svarog before, so please, lead the way.
I really can't wait for Svarog to take one look at Luca and go, idiot detected. Please, for me, Svarog. Egotist spotted.
Luca, you...
What's up?
Never mind. I get the feeling I'm wasting my breath. Have you talked to Oleg about going to see Svarog?
She asked eventually.
That's all you want to ask? I don't necessarily tell
So
Master
no, you
Oleg
haven't.
Everything, you know.
Each new sigh or grunt or sound that comes out of Sealer sounds more exhaustive than the last. She's so done with this man's shit. It's hilarious.
The Trailblazer, Zila of Wildfire, and...
Hey! In honor to meet you, Boss Svarog, I'm Luca, a senior member of Wildfire, just like Zila.
Accessing backend database. Querying. Query complete. Luca, Born in Maltamerville, winner of the 28th Bouldertown Fight King Challenge, beloved student of Oleg, acting chief of Wildfire.
Oh, wow, impressive! Thank you for saving me the self-introduction.
Luca of Wildfire, what is the purpose of your visit?
Straight to the point, just the way I like it. I'm here to challenge you, Boss Svarog.
Challenge. Intent unclear. Outsider, Zila of Wildfire, can you provide an explanation?
I think he might have just hit his head.
He's the one who came up with this idea. It's up to you to accept it or not, Svarog.
Yep, it's not that complicated. I just want to go a few rounds with the one everyone agrees is the most powerful in the underworld and see where I stand. What do you say? Are you interested?
Evaluating. Intention unclear. Enmity level 0. Lie detection passed. Evaluation completed. The opposing party only came to spar. I agree to fight you. Luca of Wildfire.
Huh? Hold on. You agree?
If weapons and gun barrels are unused for prolonged periods of time, the risk of rust damages increases. Periodic use will reduce such risk and extend the life of these components.
What? That's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
See, I told you I could convince him. You could be our referee, Zila. You know the rules of the club, inside out.
I think Zila's head hurts right now of all the stupid bullshit she's had to experience because of this man in the span of a day.
Fine, I get it. If you
I feel
insist.
for you, Zila.
Competitors, take up positions.
Oh boy. I want to see what Zila says. Luca, make sure. Oh, there's me!
I can't tell whose side you're on.
Oh, hang on. Go, Luca! Go, Svarog! Oh, I'm just here for the sport. I don't give a fuck.
I'm ready, Svarog. We can start anytime.
I too have a question. Luca of Wildfire. How did you acquire your mechanical arm?
I'm honored to be one of the things in the underworld that even you don't know about. This arm? Well, it's not that exciting. It's all because I got distracted in a defense campaign. I can't even remember the date of that fight. More importantly, it was only after losing my arm that I found the meaning of life. What it really feels like to be alive. That's why I'm standing here right now. To feel alive. And also for everyone who put their hope and faith in me.
Excellent answer. I will treat this challenge seriously. Luca of Wildfire.
In the blue corner, Svarog from the robot settlement. Are you ready?
Ready.
In the red corner, Luca from Maltamerville. Are you ready?
She sounds... I love the performance. She sounds so fucking sick of this. She's doing the role. She's like, in the red corner, Luca from Maltamerville. She's like, oh, fucking kill me.
Whenever you are.
Okay, this is a no-holds-barred contest. 1 round only. Victory will be declared when one contestant submits, or the fight is stopped by the referee. All right, fight!
Let's see some sparks fly.
Oh, I was like, is it going to play Starog's boss theme again? Yes, it does.
Snap out of it.
Oh, interesting.
Finally, an opponent that can take the punches head on.
He's punching you harder than you're punching him, my guy.
Strike, but not enough to break my defenses.
That's why they call you Boss Svarog. How about
When's
this?
my next turn?
Analysis complete.
Now we're talking.
Oh, I think we're gonna lose.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Executing annihilation. Executing operation.
Not bad.
Red contestant down. 10, 9, 8, 7.
No way. I'm a long way from tapping out. Let's go. get cocky.
Push forward. Value exceeds threshold. Module overload. Purge initiated. Calculating results.
Jesus Christ, Svarog gets so many fucking turns.
The winner has been decided.
Enough, Luca! Let's end it here!
No! It's not over. I must show you. Back in the ring.
Complete.
Small fry.
This man's going to die soon.
Step out of it.
You make a strong impression, Luca of Wildfire. I will remember this fight.
Thanks. But it's not over.
I think it's over.
I can't.
Luca of Wildfire, it does not matter why you came here. I acknowledge your strength. Your performance was enough to make me reevaluate the limits of humanity.
That's really...
Wake up! On your feet!
Yeah, to be real, if you got punched, kicked, shot, bombarded with missiles and fucking god knows what else by a giant, like 10-foot tall mech, and you were still alive, I would like re-question the limits of humanity too.
Hey, Luca!
Luca, can you hear me?
Hey! Luca, you're up! You're finally awake! You've been out for the whole day. We were really worried.
Don't worry, Zila. Like I said, it was just the exhaustion. Svarog was deliberately holding back.
He was holding back? Uh-oh.
Zila... And... Nat? I'm in... the clinic?
Where else? You think we'd leave you on Svarog's turf?
Thank you all. I feel much better now. Sorry, Nat. I must have wasted your time.
Don't be ridiculous, Luca. Still, whatever your motivation was, I hope you can find a different outlet for it.
I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. There's more to this story. You need to explain what the heck got into you today.
Why did you insist on fighting Svarog?
That's on me too. I should have refused him straight away. I had a bad feeling from the start.
You're always so serious. I've said it before. This is my trip.
Oh, slow down. You haven't completely recovered. Zila, don't pressure him. Let him rest.
Thanks, Nat. But I'm almost recovered. I have some things to do.
Hey, where do you think you're...
Let him go, Zila.
I really don't get him.
Bro's just being a bit of a weeb. Okay, that's my favorite fucking response line yet. That's hilarious. Bro's just being a bit of a weeb.
What's that supposed to mean? If he never intended to explain anything to us, why did he drag us along? No, this is too weird. I'm gonna follow him and see what he's up to.
Keep me updated.
Of course. You're not too busy these days, right? I'll give you a shout if I need help. Luca didn't used to be like this. I just can't let it go.
If you must, Zila, try not to worry. I don't want to see you two fighting.
Don't worry, Nat.
Now that they've left, I have a favor to ask you. It's easy for Luca to get ahead of himself sometimes, but I've never seen him this headstrong. It does make me wonder. Could you ask Oleg how Luca's been recently? I haven't seen much of him lately. It's hard for me to get the full picture. Thank you. Regardless of what's really going on, I hope none of you let small things get in the way of your friendship. See you.
Can't believe this guy. We got a bunch of achievements during that. I want to see what they are. Revive 2 down characters in a single battle. He picked himself up twice. Let's not pretend. And do 20,000 damage or higher to an enemy's HP percentage is equal or lower than 1% in a single action. Oh. Oh, that was okay. We got that when we used Jinglao on an enemy. So that was an enemy that was on less than 1% HP, and we just demolished them. Got it. Hey Oleg, is that kid okay?
Oh? My student. Did something happen recently? I was wondering why he didn't come to see me after the championship match ended. Come, tell me about it.
We did a bunch of bullshit tests, and he ended up picking a fight with the robot.
Luca usually doesn't push himself so far. Huh. He may be a tough guy on the surface, but he's got his secrets. Did he tell you about the origins of his mechanical arm?
You mentioned something before you fought Savog.
Ah, then he probably didn't describe the scene in detail. That was 6, 7 years ago? I was patrolling with some comrades in the neighboring town of Multamerville. We passed an ordinary mechanic's shop. There was a serious-looking fella looking after the shop. He was probably a few years younger than me, but his hair and beard were white as snow. There was a young lad doing odd jobs. He looked pretty exhausted. Anyway, I convinced the shopkeeper to let him come with me. Luca was a fast learner. At first, I couldn't figure out if he liked what I was teaching him. Fighting, weapons, strategy, etc. He didn't talk a lot, just kept his head down. Then, about a year after I took him in, Luca lost one of his arms while rescuing townsfolk from the Fragmentum in Multamerville. He almost didn't make it. He was unconscious for 2 or 3 days. I sat next to his bed, anxious and guilty. Guess what he said to me after he woke up? Master, I feel great. He had bandages all over his body. Most of his wounds hadn't healed yet. But it was the first time he'd ever smiled at me. I still remember that expression.
Guess that sums him up, huh?
Can't tell from looking at him, right? What I'm trying to say is Luca views other people's lives as more important than his own. That's how he's always been. So when he says stuff like, "This is for training," that's probably a lie. He's hiding something from you, alright? Anyway, I'm too old to be getting involved in this stuff. I'm sure you and Zila can sort this by yourselves. One thing I will ask, please try not to embarrass him too much, okay? He's the fighting champion of Boulder Town, after all. An idol for all the children. He needs to keep up that image.
Oh, text from Zila. You there? I found Luca. He's on his way to Reveille Town alone. Want to go there together? I'm coming. We'll make it if we run. I'm waiting for you at the intersection. Come quick. See where this is going.
28.
Oh, you're here. Come on. He wasn't in a hurry, so we should be able to catch up easy enough.
Let's go.
Look, there he is.
Stealth. It's like Genshin stealth missions all over again.
Let's follow him. Stay quiet.
When trailing is active, the gameplay prompt will appear at the top of the screen. Keep the target. Please keep the target you're trailing within your line of sight. After the target's left your screen, after a set amount of time, you have lost them and it'll be failed. Running or sprinting will increase the value of the alert gauge to your prompt. The louder your actions are, the faster the alert gauge will increase. So all the mission will be considered failed. The trailing mode is active, so it is stealth mode. Also indicated with open world. Interact with these covers in the hidden states. One in hidden state, so it's like interact with the scenery. Got it. Please use your cover to enter hidden state. Okay.
Whew, thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. Oh, where's he going?
Stealth. I'm a stealth master. Hook?
Wait, that's... Hook! What's she doing here?
Moles are everywhere.
Up to no good. Lucas should tell her to go back to town. He's always worrying after the kid's safety. We've come this far. We can't let this kid ruin everything. Shh, she's coming this way.
Wow, honorary member, Mrs.
Shh, be quiet. You almost exposed us.
Why are you sneaking around like this?
We're looking for you.
Hook's confused.
We're gonna lose him if we don't hurry. Hook, run back to town. Stop hanging around here.
Okay. That's what Lucas said too. I hope you two find the treasure.
Whew, thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick.
Thank goodness he
let's
just
keep up
stopped
the chase.
walking. Oh, we can circle around the cover. That's cute.
This doesn't feel right. Hey,
Oh, he nearly
let's
fucking
hide
saw
for a
us.
bit.
You can double check yourself all you want, dude. Move. Oh, he's running. He's gonna check again?
This doesn't feel
Yep.
right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Okay, I get it, Sealer. That's the auto-triggering voice line every time you're about to get spotted. I get it.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
What's he doing now?
Did he put something down? Let's go have a look. A case? For some reason, I feel like...
We've come this far, let's open it up.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder what's in there. Here, let me open it. Is this a notebook? It looks like a kid's handwriting and some scribbled art. Have a look.
Mr. Luca. Hello. My name is Margie, and I'm from Oldhammerville too. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been sick since I was a baby, but I still dream of becoming a big star in the cage one day. Just like you. It's a bit embarrassing, but I wanted my dad to give you this notebook. I wanted to tell you that you've inspired me to keep working hard and achieve my goal. Even if it's hard to reach. When I become a fighter as awesome as you, I'm gonna do my best to help people in the underworld. I want to team up with my friends and help everyone together so they can smile again. I'll listen to their thanks and then yell out my winning slogan. The Moltermerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion, upholding justice and peace once again. Then I want to chase away all the bad things hurting everyone. I'll go with my friends and clear out all the scary monsters. I'll make the underworld safe. And then yell out my other winning slogan. The Moltermerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion, defeater of evil throughout the world. Lastly, I want to make life better for the underworld. Mom said there's someone called Svarog who keeps stopping us from going back to the overworld. So I'm gonna challenge that big robot and show him what I can do as a champion
It's
fighter.
all the 3 steps. Help the people, fight off the bad guys, and fight Svarog.
But Svarog is too strong. We'll never win. My friends are gonna all want to back out when they hear about this. But I know I have to be an example for everyone. I need to stick my neck out and go challenge Svarog on my own. Bam! Crap! Boom! It's gonna be such an epic fight. And then we'll reach a draw, and neither of us will be able to win. But Svarog will acknowledge my strength and be willing to listen to the Underworlders. So, it'll be a happy ending. My friends will clap, and all the people suffering will be free. But all that is just my dream. I don't know how long it's gonna be till it becomes reality. I'm lying in bed sick right now. But as long as Mr. Luca is around, I won't be scared. I remember everything you said to encourage me. Before becoming a champion, I want to defeat this illness first. Then, I need to learn how to stand, walk, and exercise again. Until I achieve all my dreams. I hope... No. I believe Mr. Luca will support me till the end. Right?
So that's why.
Luca. I think I get it now. Maybe we should forget about all this. What do you say?
I kind of want to talk to him about it.
Me too. But maybe we should give him some time. Let's head back to town for today. Good night, Margie.
And the reason why he was so desperate to do it is probably because Margie isn't alive anymore.
It's getting late.
Trophy unlocked. All that remains in pure white ash. Complete the companion mission, Mokushe. Oh, Luca's now at the Express. And that's the end. The quest just ends on that. You know, oh god. So everything he did and everything he's striving for is probably because that little girl probably just died. So he's trying to, like, keep her memory going. And that's why he pushed himself so severely. Jesus. That took a fucking turn. We'll do that one next, but firstly I need to go see Luca on the ship. On the train.
I've always lived in the underworld and never ever imagined. I just can't believe I can look at my home from this angle. Say, our planet really isn't that big, is it?
It's cool perspective.
Oh, like how things look big when they get closer? I get that. You've been traveling for so long. Surely you've been to places way bigger than this.
Well, the Luofu place that we're supposed to be at and doing plot at that I haven't touched once yet this stream is gargantuan.
Don't laugh. But I used to hide in the storage room in my dad's workshop and go through old picture books. They were full of places I'd never seen before. Oceans, forests. I heard Yalo, Yarillo, right? I heard Yarillo 6 didn't used to be all snowy like this. And it had all sorts of landscapes and natural environments. They're totally magical to me. I'd never have imagined it myself. Maybe it's too unrealistic to wish it'd go back to the way it was, but it's good to have a dream, right?
Nothing's impossible.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I want to see some places with a little more get up and go, you know? Still, those places wouldn't be home. Case in point, I've only been here for a while, but I'm already kind of missing the taste of the underworld air.
Glad you're in good spirits still, Luca. Jesus Christ, it broke my heart. Anyway, let's go to this.
It's getting late.
Oh, okay. It's
Where to
okay.
now?
It's by the trams. That makes sense.
So, this friend of mine...
Oh, we've been streaming for 2.5. Oh, okay, we've still got a bit of time. I don't know if we'll get Hook's quest done, but because I know we did a lot of talking at the start, which to be fair was my fault. But we'll at least get Saval's done, and then we'll see where we are there on time-wise.
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Don't be. I only just arrived myself. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way. The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Yeah, there's still going to be people that are going to hold a lot of prejudices against, like, the Silvermane Guards or anyone from the overworld for a while. That sort of stuff doesn't just go away. So, of course, you're going to get some unkind looks. Hey, Legs, me again.
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division, and... Japard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
In we go. Hey, Natasha again. You seem to be very present in every quest down here. You seem to have a scene.
Huh. So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane Guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she?
Natasha isn't the type to back down easily.
Who is she, anyway?
The real chief, but you don't need to know that.
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment, and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade, in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace. I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
Little Jeppy's grown up.
I've never really seen this side of him before. The more you learn.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Japard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Are we gonna fight with Japard? That'd be cool. Oh, everyone's just here, huh?
Please, help my friends!
What happened?
The monsters invaded the mine. Please, you have to save my friends. Otherwise those things would tear them apart.
Don't worry. The Silvermane Guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane Guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes, and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
Took to Serval and head to the Great Mine. Hey, all this quest started, by the way, with Serval saying, I want off this planet. And now here we're doing all this shit.
Talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that. You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context.
Yeah, well, mental health is always important.
I know. Anyway, don't worry. I'm doing fine. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute. Was that Japard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay?
Surely he couldn't have foreseen a monster invasion.
That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Japard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Okay, no guest party members. I should get to use my actual squad this time. Game. Like, shaking my fist. I don't have to use this fucking hothead boys again.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir!
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine.
How's the sitch?
The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Japard, let me and her clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. We'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards.
Can I just take this lift down? Good, I don't have to go all the way fucking around.
All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately.
Whoa.
The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive
Run for your lives!
We'll be safe there.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Japard?
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
You'll pay for this.
Let's go. Yeah. You won't get away.
Oh, that was easy. Okay, no round twos.
It made it easy for us. But we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
I thought that thing pick up its sword like, no, we're getting in.
This battle is
Oh, power up enemies. Nice. You can boost it. All you do is boost stats, so this doesn't mean anything. You just get the fuck out of here. Give me my boost. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll pay for this.
This is our chance.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe. So, sometimes I get into these fights, I'm like, maybe I'm too powerful.
Japard, look. The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Are you the Silvermane Guard?
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane Guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Oh no! Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us.
Try harder. Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Yeah, because the enemy's going to get a turn, so I need to try and just kind of see what I can do to stop that turn from going through.
Crush them.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
'Cause it's just like only one action left, so it's like, no, I need to just step in and get actions happening to
You won't get away.
let the rest of the group do things.
Rules are made to be broken.
Perhaps you still do. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
No kill, yep.
Let's keep searching for the missing girl in the miner.
Is it me or is it cold here?
Oh, one man, your last message didn't go through. Well, I didn't go through on like normal like top chat. I put it on all chat. Now I can read it. Happy to see you enjoyed as well. We'll go finish up Kuro. No worries, dude. You take care. I don't know why that. I wonder why that message didn't go through on like live chat and why it was only on all. I'd put it to all chat. But no worries, dude. How many messages didn't go through? Jesus. A lot. I just changed. A lot of messages just came through. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how many messages didn't go through. There's a scene of Tradama Streets again on this. Warhammer. It's got 0. Well, that's new. What's new there? My post popping in. Yeah, I think like your for some reason your post didn't pop up. Whoops. I'm just reading through them all now. I'm gonna cobble box and a cigarette. You're gonna read the chat. He's like, I know where you are. Got a salt quest line. Yeah, not a single one of them went through. Jesus Christ. Seriously. Every single one of them is why I was your chat. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I wonder. That's so weird. Sorry about that, dude. Yeah, I just read all your messages. I was genuinely glancing at chat constantly and nothing was coming up, so I was just like, alright. One man's probably doing his own thing. Like, I didn't even give it a second thought.
You won't get away.
Time for an overhaul.
He usually likes messing.
You won't
Yeah.
get away.
Still, dude, I hope you don't think I was ignoring you or getting too in. I always have an eye on chat. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Too happy for you. No worries. Yeah, I'll probably be finishing this quest line and then probably wrapping up after that. And we'll do hooks like tomorrow. And who knows, maybe actually get back onto the main plot tomorrow. But best of luck with Kuro.
Rules are made to be broken.
Perhaps you still. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
But yeah, recommended for the future, any stream future. Yeah. I mean, usually it only like misses messages that's like swearing or just like inappropriate language in general on it. You know, people talking about weird topics and whatnot. So I usually just leave it on, and it's only like every now and then there's like a message that's missed, and I have to go back and check it. But for it to just like not like what in YouTube system did you somehow piss off for it to just not be there? Because there was nothing. I was reading through messages. There was nothing in any of your messages that was like wrong or inappropriate or anything like that. It was just you asking questions and reacting to a few things. Oh well. Yeah, you have a good one too, dude. Take care.
You won't get away.
We shall take back what we lost. Oh.
Don't know why they weren't running.
Time to change tactics.
I mean, if you're standing in front of a monster that's about to kill you. I get it that you might feel like there's no point in running, but you might as well at least try. You know, surviving and all that.
You won't get away. All will be revealed in lunar flame. I have something for you. Stand down. Blade of Moonlight. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Nowhere to run.
You two, it's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, right, that big girl's really trying to save the little kid. Got it.
Take my hand. Let's get out of here. It's so cold here. I'm scared.
Well, why are you like wearing like a skirt and shorts in like the blizzard
The
town?
monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age too.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here. Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Kokolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
A big ice monster. Ooh.
These monsters are tough.
Find those kids.
Did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was...
Oh, sorry, I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which,
came
going that direction,
that
right?
direction,
So a kid got on their brother. They're in the safe zone.
Thank goodness.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge, too. The guards and Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Thank you. All of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I'd take caution.
Thanks for the intel. We'll be careful. I think he was right about the monster. You two.
Oh, bad thing.
Nope. I've seen this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone. Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the Fragmentum, but this one doesn't seem concerned about us. This could be a trap.
Trapped by a Fragmentum monster? They getting smart?
I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling that something's different.
The air... It's so cold.
Stellaron promises Serval.
Did it just... talk?
Steady. Get ready to counter its attack.
Can Gepard not hear that?
Gepard, Serval, Londau.
Did it just say Gepard and Serval? That noise! Do Fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
It's talking to us. Can you not hear it?
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait. You understand it?
It's repeating your names.
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the Fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians.
Oh, is this going to be like the shadow fragmentum of Cocolia?
If the rumors are true, could it be?
Cocolia, you just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again. Cocolia, you witch! You've terminated my research and ruined my life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together, was any of it real?
I can't stress enough. There was something deeper between Serval and Cocolia with some of these lines. They weren't lifelong friends, they were close.
This world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Londo, stand down.
Serval, watch out.
There is no place for you. The promised new world.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond, but this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then she and I will fight for you until your heart is ready.
You need some space, I understand.
You too. I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious, but I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cocolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
I doubt it, but wouldn't it be nice if it played the theme again? No, damn it. I was like, dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Tedious.
Troublesome. Sagacious discernment. You'll pay for this.
Yeah. Time for an overhaul.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get extra hits as well.
Rules are made to be broken. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
There was very few stacks left at the end of that. I have managed to get the in-game achievement for it, where if you get rid of all of the stacks and then let it try to attack, it just fails. Did you always stand in my way?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay?
It was a hard-won battle.
Indeed it was. We're lucky to have an experienced fighter like you who can adapt to different enemies. It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted. All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said?
I said, why'd you always have to stand in my way?
I see. You really made no effort to correct your mistakes, Cocolia. Anyway, doesn't matter anymore. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I can tell you mean
I'm
this
not, I'm
time.
like, come on.
I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards and Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Japar to his business and head back to town.
Oh, right, to finish that. I was like, new mission, what?
It's getting late. Where to now?
Also, I haven't picked up a single, like, of the purple, like things to fill up my energy once all stream. I've been on 0. I've been on 0. I'm not going to fill it up with healing. I've been on 0 all stream. What is this?
Let me take a look.
Like, Natasha, we're back.
I see. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Japard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle.
So Val helped too.
How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually. Let's wait for the rest of them to get back.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Japard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Yeah, so I was just sorting out my mic. Where are these kids? There they are.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
How are you guys feeling?
It's you. You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silvermane Guards from the overworld, right? If you hadn't been there, we would have... I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job and...
Saving lives doesn't need repayment.
That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago. Haven't come back yet.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster invasions, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld. To think he might have to live on his own.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy. But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people. From now on, you don't need to worry about the safety of your family.
Captain Japard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances, let alone if you have a brother to look after. I know it can't have been easy. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her. Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Shepard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, we're pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. Let's call it a day and give them some room. If you're not too tired, Shepard, can I talk to you for a moment?
Oh, yeah, she's gonna have a change of heart. She's not gonna come with us. Aww. I get it, though.
What you said back there, did you really mean it?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I've always felt. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others. Especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me. Who's building that wall now?
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Shepard. I changed my mind.
You mean?
Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
I know that, Shepard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. Wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place. I have one last thing that I might need your help with.
Let's hear it. Always glad to help.
I want to see the Stellaron. I want to see the place where Cocolia sacrificed herself.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first and we'll catch up with you? It's all right. I've got Shepard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit.
Alright, up to Everwinter Hill we go. Literally at the door to the boss summon. If you want to go listen to again. We'll wrap this up and then I will wrap up. We'll finish this story and then I'll wrap up the stream.
It's cold here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such advanced technology back in the day. Impressive.
This is where Madame Cocolia died.
She gave something back in death.
Is there anything you want to do here?
I wanted to come here to perform for Cocolia. To say goodbye. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
The stage is yours, sister.
Colia. Don't you dare look away, because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place and have a big feast to celebrate.
So, you're getting the tab?
Trophy unlocked. Serval's Faithful, an autobiography. Complete the mission. Oh, Serval will come visit. Oh, and Japard will come visit. And we got Frozen March. And we got a text from Serval again. A group chat with Japard, Serval, and Azel. Azel, you there? Yeah? What is it? This is a weird fucking group. You probably guessed. You wanted to ask your help. Sure. Fine, tell me what you need. Please come to the museum's finishing room. We can have a chat there. Alright, I'll be over there. Expected from you. We'll wait for you there. Fucking next time, alright? I want to wrap it up. Aww. But yeah, like, there's a lot of, like, unspokenness about that quest in the background. But it's like, yeah, I don't think they were just long old friends. I think they were genuinely lovers. And she had her heart broken, and she had been sitting on it for years ever since, watching Kokolia go down as this negative spiral, never knowing why, until, you know, until it was way too late and she was dead, and has been carrying that guilt ever since, and that was her finally rising to it and trying to let the past go. Because I think, yeah, especially if it's someone you love, even if they're getting aggressive at you, there's always a part of you that wants to try to help them. There's a part of you that always wants to try and understand what's wrong and do the right thing, and Serval just ran away at the time, and so it was eating her up, and now she had the opportunity to correct it, but it was too late, and so it's been eating her up ever since. But that's gonna do from me. That got heavy. That got heavy at the end. Well, I'll say both of the main quests that we did today, both that and Lucas, got kind of fucking heavy hitting. Jesus, and we spent some time in the museum. Yeah. But I digress. Oh, actually, I should probably check that I can actually do more museum work without it starting the quest. Hang on.
Get your clothes wet.
Because then I can do it off screen. Okay, they're over there, so I can just go over here and interact. Awesome. So that's fine, I can wrap up then. As always, thank you all so much for watching. It genuinely really helps this little channel grow. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. You can find my Patreon, Twitter, and PayPal in the description of every video. I've done my outro completely out of order, but stick with me here. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow for more. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.